Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Come join. Come join in. Let's settle in. Let's settle in with the body and the chair and the whole body relaxing to the chair and checking in. So we check in to discover any discomfort anywhere. Close eyes, hands rest, check in. Check in with any discomfort so you can take good care. That's your job. Your job is to no force, ease off if it feels like too much, trust what your body tells you. As we begin today's practice, and our practice today is about slowing down movement. So this is sometimes a bit of a challenge because moving more slowly is more demanding, but it also gives us another window into what's happening because when we move more slowly, we're more aware of the increments of movement. So that is all to be discovered in today's practice, which will have many repetitions of regular pace and then a few repetitions of slower pace. And that will change the number of repetitions at the regular and the slow will change throughout the class, but I'll be describing that. So let's begin. Once more, our check-in. Getting comfortable, hands to rest, checking in. Checking in with breath. Find the breath, feel the breath. So the breath keeps awareness to the inside. If we pay attention to the inhale, expansion, and the exhale, release, we pay attention to the breath. Holding focus is how we describe this. So let's pay attention next to the feeling of stillness. Stillness in the legs, the hips, and the back, the shoulders, the arms, and especially paying attention to the stillness in the hands. Because that's where we'll begin movement. And the movement will generate energy in the hands. So let's lift the hands and stretch those fingers as wide as they will stretch. Then pull down, pull the fingers down, feel the knuckles stretch. Then release for movement in the joints. Thumbs up, fingers down, moving joints in the hand. Then thumb in, fingers wrap. It's a power squeeze. Feel your strength, feel your power, feel it open, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Movement, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, feel your strength, feel your power, and stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Feel how it's different in each finger. And quack, quack, beak, paw, thumb, fingers, wrap, power squeeze, feel it. Now open slowly, web. Close slowly, claw. Try to move through beak. Slow movement, beak. Then slowly bring the thumb in, slowly wrap the fingers over. Power squeeze, feel your strength, feel your power, and release hands to rest. Have a breath. Notice the energy in your hands. That energy was released through movement. Next, we bring movement to shoulders. Our series says inhale up, exhale back and down. That's all. Up, back, and down. You work with your own comfortable pace. Moving, muscle. Moving, ligament and tendon. Moving, bone. Everything designed to move needs to move up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. A couple more at the regular pace. Then press hands down and pause, feel it, and soften. Now let's see if we can slow it down. Up, back, and down. Again, up, back, and down. Let's do one more at the slowest you can go. Up, back, and down. Press hands down. Feel extra stretch. Soften. Now alternate sides. Normal pace of back and down. Alternating sides. Feeling any difference that you notice in the two sides? The tighter side will have more feeling tone, less range. Okay, up, back, and down, up, back, and down. Pause here, press hands down, soften hands, move it up the line. For our 3-part series, yes, no, and maybe so. The yes is lift the chin and tuck the chin. It's an inhale up, it's an exhale tuck. We're saying yes. Saying yes. Stretch in the back of the neck, stretch in the front. Saying yes. Saying yes. One more time. When the chin is tucked, pause. Now let's see if we can move it into slow motion. Inhale up slowly. Exhale down slowly. One more at the slowest you can go. And then come back to neutral. That was the yes. Here's the no. It's exhale side, inhale back. Exhale other side, inhale back. Saying no. 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 Saying no. No. No and no. Come back. Now let's put it into low gear. Put it into slow. Exhale slowly to the side. Come back slowly to the center. Other side. Exhale slowly to the side. Inhale slowly back to center. Have a breath. One more at the slowest you can go. On both the inhale and exhale movement, as slow as you can go. When you're back to the center, release the breath. Check in with sensation, and we move to the 3rd part of the series, the maybe so. So this is already pretty slow. So we'll just see. It's an exhale, ear down, chin up, tip, feel it, and inhale back. Other side, exhale, ear down, chin up, feel it, inhale back. We call this one maybe so, 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 and maybe so. Come back. Let's see if we can really put it in low gear, put it in slow motion, just one. Slowly, slowly, slowly down. Pause, feel it. Slowly, slowly, slowly up. Other side. Slowly, slowly, slowly down. Come back. Slow motion. Come back and release. Release and have a breath. From here, we pick up the arms and open the elbows wide. Our normal is exhale, close, inhale, open. We stretch the back. We contract the back. We move through, fingers touch, elbows press, it's stretch. Inhale, open, it's contract. Keep your attention along the spine as we close, as we open. Keep the tension along the spine as we close, as we open. Another one. Open. Now let's see if we can bring it into slower movement. Slowly, slowly, slowly touch and press. Slowly, slowly, slowly open. Release the breath. One more, as slow as you can go. When you're open, pause here. Our other part of this series is hands overhead and elbows pull down. It's an inhale up and an exhale pull down. Feeling the stretch in the back, feeling the contract. Stretch when the elbows are up, contract when the elbows pull down. A couple more at your normal pace. Okay, come back to neutral. Let's see if we can bring this into slow motion low gear. Just one here. Inhale, up, slowly, 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 up. And then as slowly as you can go, pull down, 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 down. Feel it. Come back to neutral and release. Fingers touch. So from here, we're using the tips of the elbows to circle. Circling tips, drawing circles, big circles, small circles. Just play with it. It's all movement. It's all good. And let's pause. See if we can slow it down. What else do you notice when we're moving slowly? Okay, let's pause. Have a breath. Now we circle the other way and back to normal pace. Baby circles, giant circles, everything in between. Let's pause and see about the slow motion low gear. What do we notice here? Okay, final time, slow motion, come to a rest. And we'll release. Let's release and bring the hands to touch. Press, 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 soften. We're pressing the hands and feeling it work all the way up into the shoulders. See what's true for you. I feel it on my right side way more than the left. We're pressing to build strength and endurance and bone density. One more time, press as hard as you can press, then soften. And take a breath. Next is the rotation. We're working the wrist. We're rotating out, up, and in. And continue a few. Seeing where you feel it. I feel this up in my right shoulder. Left side, feel basically not much. Okay, come back to center. Let's see if it's possible to do this more slowly. Back to center. When you're there, press again as hard as you can press. And release. Hands to rest. Eyes closed, check in with breath. So moving slowly is more demanding. And so the breath gets heavier because it's more work. This next series stretches the whole length of the spine from the base of the skull to the tailbone. And then it stretches the whole front all the way up the core into the chin. So we begin with tuck the chin. We slide hands over the knees. We slide hands down the line, stretch, moving all the way down the spine. Pause, feel it. And then come up, hands to rest, lifting ribs, lifting chin. And we repeat. Normal pace for you, which is already fairly slow. So we'll just see how we play this one out. Feeling the stretch in the front, then following the stretch in the back. Your own comfortable movement pace. Like I said, this one is already fairly slow. But where do we feel it more? Where do we feel it more on the front? Pause. Where do you feel it more? Tuck it round as you slide the hands down. Where do you feel it more? Each is different. There is no wrong answer. Do a couple more. When you're down, pause here. Okay, let's see if we can put this in low gear, just one set. Come up slowly, lifting ribs, lifting chin, slow as you can go. Continuing with this slow motion, low gear, tuck the chin, slide the hands, moving as slowly as you can go. Down, 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 down. Release the breath. Stay here, feel the stretch. And release, come to sit. Now we bring work into the core, crossing one foot over. And so we'll work with normal pace and slower. So we'll do hands up. Okay, exhale back. Inhale, return. And again. And return. Now let's do 2 at a slower pace. Exhale, count. Inhale, count. Exhale, count. Inhale, count. Let's release the breath. Let's do 2 more at the slowest you can go. And then come on back and open, close arms. Stay for this isometric contraction of the core. When you close again, come back up. We'll swap it out, release, other foot on top. Feel the breath. Slow is more work. Bring up the arms, swing to one side, normal pace. 2. When you come up, reset for slower. 2 here. When you're up, reset for slowest. 2 here, as slow as you can go. And then come back and stay. Hands up and down. Isometric contraction of core. Pause, come back up, swing it around to normal pace. When you're up, reset 2 at the slower pace. When you're up, reset for 2 at the slowest pace. Then come back for the stay. Pause, come back up, swing it back around, release, release, open legs wide. It's a resting place. Hands to rest, lean forward, feel the breath. Feel the breath. It's heavier because that was work. Slow movement is more work. So the breath is reflecting that. It's also telling you about your resilience, your body's capacity to do something hard and come back to rest. Resilience. We want to keep our resilience, regain our resilience. So we feel the breath settling. Feel the stretches wherever you feel them the most. Different for each and no wrong answer. Where you feel it is exactly right for you. Final breath here. Come back up to the center. Then pick one side, hand to the thigh, hand on top, aim the nose, lean in. Just lean in. Feel the stretch down the side of the back. Powerful stretch down the side of the back. Final breath, press, come up. Let's check out the other side. Hand there, hand on top, aim the nose, lean in. That's all, just lean in. Feel the yielding, feel the lengthening, feel it where you need to feel it. Now we'll release, press, come back up to center. Hands on both legs, lean forward, pause. Have a breath. Now begin to circle side and back. Side and forward. Staying engaged with the movement sensation, hip sockets, inner legs, low back, pace slowing, pace slowing, pace slowest. When you're next in the forward place, pause here, have a breath, and begin to circle. Normal pace, we begin. Lubricating inside hip sockets, stretching inner leg, stretching low back. Next time forward, pause there, slow it down. So we're just slowing the rate of movement, seeing what seems different, what feels different. Slow as you can go. Next time forward, pause here. Check back in with the breath pace, sensation, reaction. Final breath here. Let's come back up to center and bring the legs back and prepare for work with strengthening the legs. Muscles of independence. We'll begin with our normal pace, and then we will slow it down, and it is harder when it's slower, for sure, especially with this one. So our practice says lift, kick, lift, let go. Inhale up, exhale, kick, inhale up, exhale, let go. Continue at your own comfortable pace. Kick high or low. Later on, we're going to kick slow. Kick high or low. When the feet are both to rest, pause here. Have a breath. Now we're going to slow it down. We'll do a couple of sets of slower. Lifting slower, extending slower, lifting slower, and back down slow. Slow up, slow out, slow up, slow down. And another one. And when you're back to rest, pause. Close your eyes for a moment, check in with the breath pace, reflecting that slow is harder, and the breath shows you that. So our final in this series is extend, whichever leg you want, extend, point and flex. Do the circles, working the ankle, inner ankle, outer ankle, calf and shin, toes to the face, heel stretches away. Feel it, let it down, have a breath. Other side, same, extend, point and flex. Pause and circle. Flex again, toes to the face, heel stretches away. Feel all the work. Let it down, down and breath. Now it's a stretch. Foot over, hands slide, fold over and down and stay. Stay with the breath. Stay with the stretch. Shoulders, neck, upper back, mid back, low back. See what's true for you. The teaching says the stretch finds the tightest place. And where you feel it is your tightest place. Final breath in this first part of the stretch. So now we'll bring that front leg up a bit higher and lean in, moving the stretch more into the hip. This one is really different for each, how high the knee goes or low. Doesn't matter, you get your stretch either way. Final breath. Then we'll change it out. Other foot on top. Hands slide over, hands slide down. Chin is tucked. Where's the stretch on this side? Is it the same? What's going on with the breath? Okay. Final breath here. Let's deepen the stretch by bringing the leg up and leaning in. Chin toward the shin. Stretch in the hip. See what you notice. Where? Final breath here. So we'll release and prepare for standing. So we lean forward, bring nose over toes, and make the power muscles do the lift as you stand. As you stand and move into standing back bend, fold halfway. Your normal pace. We'll slow it down at the end, but right now we're working the spine. Forward bend, stretching it, back bend, stretching the core, working the low back. So the low back can give us lots of trouble. We want to do everything we can to take care of it. That is both strengthening and stretching. Okay, let's slow it down now. Same thing, slowly, slowly, slowly forward, slowly, slowly, slowly up, slowly, slowly lean back. And another time, slow down, slow, return, slow, lean back, and fold. And now release the breath and stay. Feel the pace of the breath. Slow is more work. Final breath. Come up. Find inner mountain. Find feet hip width apart. Toes and knees. Grip the toes, grip the knees, unlock them and soften. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension crown. Shoulders up, back and down. We drop into Tadasana, the mountain. Feeling solid. Feeling steady and strong. Feeling the stillness. Feel the breath. And release. Release. We're moving into spinal twist, which is about rotating shoulders. So when we work with this, we start with our normal pace and then at the end we slow it down. We will do that today too. So arms forward as you like, alongside or in the back. My favorite is here. So soft knees, shoulders, side, side. So we're rotating the discs, hydrating the discs, lubricating the discs, keeping the muscles, ligaments, and tendons active. So all this twist in the spine, so good for the spine, because when we don't twist, it gets stiff. Okay, let's see if we can slow it down. And slow it down. And come back to release to mountain. And now close eyes and check in again. Toes, knees, tailbone tuck, crown extension, shoulders. What does the energy feel like now? Check in with the energy from all that twist. Final breath in mountain. We'll release for leg stretch. So we're just having hands to the chair, knees are soft, fold from the hips, stretch the legs. We're just going to stay here with normal breath, enjoying the leg stretch. Final breath, so hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch the chair or lift away. The power and strength builder of this stay. Sanskrit name is Utkatasana, otherwise known as a squat. Okay, return to the stretch and do feel the breath pace. Because that breath pace is reflecting all that work of this day. Yes, it's work. You can't get strong without doing work. Feel the breath. Enjoy the stretch. And we move once more. Hips back and down, down, down. Hands touch or lift away. Return to the stretch. We finish with the stretch. Feel the breath. Final breath here. So let's release and prepare for side stretch. Chair to the side. We bring the legs wide. Chair to the side, the legs are wide so we can slide the hand down. Legs are wide. When you're ready, bring up the outside arm. Keep the knees unlocked. Now, slide the arm up and over as you slide the hand down the side until you feel that stretch, then come back. Bring this hand behind the head. Unlock those knees. Elbow tip up, elbow press back, slide hand down, breath free, stay. Intensity stretch from the elbow to the armpit, down the ribs, all the way to the hip. We'll come back up and release and change sides. Legs are wide. Hand can slide. Knees are unlocked. Bring up the arm. And check it out again as you slide the hand down and slide the elbow over. Feel the intensity of the stretch. Then come back. Hand behind the head. Elbow up, back. Unlock those knees. Slide hand down. On the inhale, return and release and prepare for balance challenge using the chair. Bring one foot in front. Hold focus, challenge, balance. Okay, change sides. Holding focus is part of the practice. The teaching says where the mind goes, the body will follow. And release and release. So let's reposition with the chair to the side. So our series will be working with a regular pace and then slower and then slowest. So we're going to have the chair to the side, bring inside foot forward, bring outside foot wider and back. So the series will go like this. So it'll be sweep the arm up on the inhale breath, sweep it behind to the back, fold. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up on the inhale breath, and come back to the start. Here's our normal pace. Arm up, sweep back, fold. Bend the knee, come up and back. One more regular pace. Arm up, sweep back, fold. Bend the knee, bring the arm up, come back to the start. So that was 3 repetitions. Now we're going to slow it down. Come up slowly, counting. Fold slowly, counting. Come back up, knee bent. Releasing back to the start. Good, have a breath. Again, move this as slow as you can go. Then release and change it out. Change it out for the other side. Inside foot, outside foot wide. Check out the alignment in the ankle toe. Toes visible over the bent knee. So here we go. Regular pace. Sweep up, sweep back and fold. Bend the knee, come back up, and back to the start. Have a breath. And again, sweep up, back and fold. Bend the knee, return up, back to the start. Up, back, fold. Bend the knee, come up, back to the start. Have a breath, slow it down. Slowing it down, coming up, sweeping back and fold. Bend the knee, coming up, back to the start. Have a breath. And again, come up slowly. Sweep back and fold. Bend the knee, come up slowly. Back to the start. Have a breath. Last one, as slow as you can go. Different for each. When you're finished, release. Come to the back of the chair with your hands. Step back and relax. Feel the breath. So moving slowly is more work, and it's reflected in the breath pace. But enjoy this stretch, arms, shoulders back. Enjoy this stretch, hips and legs. Enjoy this relaxing stay. Just feel the breath. And feel whatever intensity the stretch is bringing you, wherever it is. As we watch the breath come back to rest. A couple more breaths here. Okay, we're ready to release. Come back up to stand. We're coming to the back of the chair. So get that organized there. For our leg lifting series, we will be working with regular pace, and then slower pace, and then slowest. So as we stand with the feet hip width apart and lean slightly forward with the chair, our regular pace says inhale up, exhale down, and then other side. We're continuing, doing a bunch of these. This is our usual, to strengthen the leg and back. When the foot comes to rest, pause and take a breath. Now think of resetting the pace for slower. So let's do 3 sets here. Come up slowly and down slowly. Three sets of slow. When you're down, pause and have a breath. Let's do 1 set as the slowest you can go, particularly on the exhale piece. Come up slowly. Resist gravity, come down slowly. And do the other side. down slowly. Pause here, have a breath, and come for the stay. The breath will be free, whichever leg you want to start with. Point and flex. And then release. Other side stay. Point and flex. And release. And again, step back, relax. Knees soft. Enjoy the stretch. So you can straighten the knees as you need for enough intensity. We want to feel it in the belly of the muscle, not at the knee. So if you feel it at the knee, you're working too hard. We want to stretch this region. Okay, final breath. Stand and come back for a balance challenge. Stand on one foot, lift the other behind or in front. Hold focus. Holding focus is part of the practice. And then we'll change it out for the other side. Practicing balance, teaching the body to stabilize itself through corrections, through those corrections. Okay, let's release and sit down. Come back to the chair and hands to rest. Relax. Feel the breath. Feel the breath as we prepare for our series that strengthens the back, where we sweep the arms wide and up, lifting ribs and lifting chin. We'll be working with a series at the normal pace, and then we'll do some slow. It's the repetition that's building the strength. Final breath. Go ahead and let the hands down. And now, with repetition, we're going to inhale, press up, peel up, and exhale down. Then just continue like that. Press up, peel up, and exhale down. Continue up and down. 3 more. When you're down, pause here. Pause here and check in with the breath. Let's see if we can press up, peel up more slowly. That is the idea of slow motion, the idea of putting it in second gear. Press up, peel up slowly. Come down slowly. Have a breath. Readjusting how it works, slow motion coming up, slow motion coming down. Down and have a breath. And again, slow motion pressing up. Slow motion coming down, resist gravity, coming down. Down and have a breath. Now we'll leave the breath free as we press up, peel up, and stay and pulse the hands. Breath is free. Final breath and down. Down and have a breath. Let's do one more. Slow as you can go. This is putting it in first gear. Come up as slowly as you can. And come down the same way, resisting gravity. Then bring your hands to the thighs. Feel the breath. Then come back up to sit. And we'll prepare for spinal twist. Our usual spinal twist. We say, bring the hand across. Bring the hand down behind. Press this hand and lengthen the spine. And gradually and gently, as you exhale the breath, deepen the rotation of the shoulder. Deepen the twist. We'll release the head forward. Release everything back to the center. Have a breath. Check it out. Other side. Hand across. Hand down behind. Press, lengthen the spine. Then on the exhales, gradually and gently, deepening your way into the twist. Feel it all through the length of the spine, the neck, the upper back, mid back, to the waist. Wherever else you might feel it in the hips. Let's release the head forward. Release the hands, come back to center, fold. Fold and relax. Feel the breath. Final breath here. Come back up. Prepare for eye movements. Prepare for eye movements. So, hands are resting. Legs and hips and back are comfortable. Eyes are closed. We're going to bring movement into those tiny pairs of eye muscles. We're going to work them. Picture the giant clock dial. Open the eyes to the 12 and move around to the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9, and back to the 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Counterclockwise, we open at 12 and move to the 9, down to the 6, up to the 3, and back to the top. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Check in with sensation in the eyes. Do you feel it more on one side? Our diagonal line of movement, we open and bring the eyes from the 10 to the 4, a few. Pause, close, center, relax, have a breath. The other diagonal line from the 2 to the 8, a few. Pause, close, center, relax, have a breath. Focal point, extend arm, thumb. Focal point, look at the tip of the nose. Feel it. Focal point, look at the thumb. Feel it. Focal point, eyes go far away and back to the thumb and back to the nose. Exercising eyes deep inside. Okay, let's pause, close, center, and release. Get comfortable with the legs, hips, and back. Bring hands to touch and press. Rub and press. Press and rub. Build up heat in the palms. Cup the palms over the eyes. Let the eyes relax. Relax, warm, dark, soft, relax. Heat seeps away. We bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out to the temples. Stroke out to the temples with a light touch. With a light touch, we'll pause at the temples. Draw the fingertips down from the temples to the jawline and to the chin. Release the hands, palms open, eyes closed. Again, if you need to wiggle around to get more comfortable in your chair, find the breath. Find the movement of your breath. Feel the breath. And on the next exhale, draw the fingers gently in. On the inhale, stay. On the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open exhale. Inhale, stay. It's exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Exhale, open, release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath, lift and open wide. Cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day, and I thank you. Come again.